Hello and welcome back to Extra Astrology, my favorite extra astrologist. You guys already know the deal. Subscribe to the channel, show your support. This is a small channel that eventually is going to grow and grow and grow. And you guys already know, check out the website extraastrology.com where it started it all. There you can get personal readings. Actually, in Patreon, you can get personal readings as well, and that's $3 a month, extremely cheap. And yeah, guys, we're just gonna get right into it. So today we have a reading for you that is based in your sex appeal, and this is talking more so about what you were born with, what you naturally give off. This is not about other people's perspectives. This is truly the essence of your sexuality and your sex appeal. So we're gonna just dive right into it. Here's your cards. Okay, we have group one, group two, and group three. I want you guys to choose intuitively. And I actually go based on looks of the jewel at hand. And so, whatever you're most attracted to in terms of physicality, that's what I recommend you go for. So, this is group one, group two, and group three. And we're just going to get right into it, okay? Group one. Hello, everybody. We're going to get right into it. We have the Fool in reverse. We have got the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have got Earth Magic, Blessings, Decision, and Heron. Okay, group one, what I'm already seeing in terms of your sex appeal is that I'm picking up a bit of subservient energy. Someone who is not afraid to step back and who doesn't necessarily desire to be so dominant and intimidating. And that's a part of your sex appeal because you're someone who possesses the energy and the wherewithal to not be so extroverted. I'm just picking up that like you know how to play your part and you're somebody who knows when it's okay to take something to another level, if that makes sense. So you guys definitely know how to play your position, and you know when to cause drama and you know when not to, right? So there's just like this intelligence about you, this emotional intelligence that's really, really out there. And I'm just seeing with you like this, I'm just picking up a lot of submissive energy, which is really sexy to people. And this like really aesthetically beautiful thing about you. You're really aesthetically pleasing to look at. You're soft, your features are very soft. I'm hearing something about the way in which you speak, your tone is very soft, or there's just like something about the way you speak that's very attractive. Um, I'm also picking up that you guys have this. What can I say? It's like there's this caring trait about you, and so it just seems like you're somebody who wants to take care of other people, and there's something about physical touch. I'm hearing that you guys, the way in which you touch somebody like really transcends to them, and you might not be knowledgeable about this because it kind of comes naturally to you. I'm picking up on a mixture of water and air energy with you, so maybe a mix of a Libra energy with a Cancerian or a Piscean energy is coming up for me, and a little bit of like maybe a Mars in Scorpio or a Mercury in Scorpio, because I'm just hearing there's this seductiveness that comes in the way in which you speak, or I'm just also picking up on a bit of calculative energy, right? A bit of playful manipulation. It also adds to your sex appeal. And um, yeah, there's this like playful, manipulative way in which you can get someone to do something if you just kind of allow them to think you're bowing down to them, right? So it's not necessarily that you're a submissive person, it's that you know how to play the part of a submissive, and you know how to do it well, and you're not afraid to look dumb, right? So I'm just hearing you're not afraid, your feelings of I just am picking up that a part of your sex appeal is also the fact that you're not afraid to be embarrassed. So I don't know if you guys know like those people who it just seems like they're not afraid to make themselves look foolish in front of others. You're that type of person. I'm just hearing that you play into the extraness. You play into like possibly looking foolish. You play into like, a lot of that energy of like, I'm okay, I will play my position and I will look dumb if that means, I get my point across or I make people laugh, right? So there's kind of this also martyr kind of spirit about you where it's like, I will do this in order to make others laugh. I will do this in order to make my partner happy. And that also is a part of your sexual appeal, is the fact that you will do things like that, and it makes you very magnetizing and attractive to others around you, because most people are not about that life. They're not about making themselves look ridiculous in front of others. They have too much pride, and you're somebody who, you sacrifice your pride, you sacrifice all that because it doesn't matter in terms of making other people laugh. It doesn't matter in terms of making other people happy and joyful. And that's like something about you that people find extremely, extremely attractive. And it's something about you that is, the essence of your sexual appeal. And I keep hearing stuff about physicality. So the way in which you walk, the way in which you talk, the way in which you touch things, the way, like, you guys not may not be privy to this, but whenever you like hold someone's hand, whenever you like caress them, whenever you hug them, it really leaves like this type of energy on them that like they can't get rid of. They're like, oh my god, like they'll be thinking about that for the next day and a half. Like there's an intensity about you, which is why I do bring up the scorpionic energy, even though I am feeling more of a Libra and a Piscean and Cancerian energy. I'm also still getting that Scorpio stuff. So I'm just pretty sure that you guys have Scorpio in your chart in some way, some type of fashion. And I'm also hearing something about your eye contact. So your eye contact is also something that allures people in and is a part of your sexual appeal. Um, and I'm just picking up playful too much. Like I just hear playful, playful, playful. There's just like this raw energy about you where it's like, I want to be playful. I'm also hearing Aries too. So if you guys have any Aries placements, let me know in the comments. But I'm picking up that Aries energy too, where it's kind of like, I don't know, every Aries dude that I've ever been around, and honestly, as an Aquarius person, sun, I find myself very attracted to Aries energy and Aries men in particular because they're very like rambunctious and out there and not afraid to look dumb. And so that's really what I'm picking up with you guys, is this kind of like, I'm not afraid to look dumb. I will, do this to make people feel some type of way. And so that is like strongly what I'm feeling about you guys too. And there's also like this thing of like, how can I describe this? So you guys, like I said, there's a bit of a manipulative air to you that adds to your sexual appeal, where it's like, when you're making somebody feel some type of way, like you're very tapped in, which is why I'm talking about the emotional IQ. You're really tapped into when you're flirting with somebody and you know that you're making them feel some type of way. Like you guys are very knowledgeable about that. And it's like, okay, for example, like, a guy, right, or a girl who knows that they're attractive and they're kind of playing on it and they're using it to their advantage. That's what you guys bring out. And like, and a lot of people, that could be seen as a very ugly trait and like not the best of things to possess. But with you, it's almost like it's tied into something innocent and it's not on some weird vibes. And it's like, you guys, it's kind of like, you can make someone blush with like a snap, right? And I kind of feel like, as a person with Mars and Scorpio, I kind of utilize that to my advantage as well. Like I will definitely, if I know somebody is into me and I feel that energy, I'll definitely put on the charm and be a little extra, and I see you guys doing that as well. um and then something else that adds to your sexual charm and your sexual appeal is that I'm just hearing something about your smile. So like your smile in general is like really like, it's really like cheeky, if that makes sense. It's like, I'm just kind of picking up on like full tone cheeks, or if they're not full tone, there's like this like curvature in your smile that's like really sensual and like fun and cute as well. So it's not like you guys are overrun with like sexual energy. It's not like you guys are overrun and just like so overtly one thing. It's like you're a mixture of like a bag of fun, interesting, quirky, but also very sensual energy. And you're like cute. I just keep hearing cute, cute, cute. Like, you know, and I think there's like different classifications for people in terms of attractiveness. If we're gonna get like basic, I know, I'm sorry guys, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you categorize someone as hot, maybe sexy, beautiful, cute. When I hear about you guys, I'm just hearing cute, cute, cute. That just keeps coming up into my mind. So you guys are just like generally very much so cute people. And like, but you have another side to you that is extremely seductive, and it kind of like mixes into that. And so, I mean, to give you guys even like a clearer aspect of what your sexual appeal like ties to in terms of celebrities, which I love celebrity culture. And if you guys don't know, I used to be a writer for a big media outlet in terms of like that, you know, it was all about gossip and all that, uh, political and all types of stuff that I used to write about. And so if we had to like choose one that you guys, your sexual appeal definitely reminds me of, I would definitely say, um, let me think. Okay, I'm just gonna say like right off the. No, I don't even. Okay, so if we're gonna like categorize, I don't know, like someone like Megan Fox, right? Who is like who was back in the day and still is undoubtedly very like considered extremely hot, right? Very attractive, like hot, sexy, that type of vibe. And then let's bring up somebody who's kind of more so girl next door. Let me think. No, actually, okay, this is perfect. You guys know who Gabrielle Union is? Yeah, Miss Gabrielle Union. She's kind of the perfect mixture of what I'm talking about and kind of alludes to the charm that you guys represent to me. And she's a Scorpio sun, I believe, so that makes total sense, you know? She has the cheeky dimple, beautiful smile. She's like very girl next door, pretty, but also has that like smirk and is very sensual looking as well. So that's what I got for you, group one. Hope you guys enjoyed the reading, and please support the channel and support the company because Extra Astrology is a business. Hi, beautiful people. This is group two. We're gonna get right into it. So we're just like discussing your sexual appeal dolls. That's what we're gonna be tapping into straight off the bat. We have the Three of Wands. We have got the Hermit, Release, but in reverse, Promise, Injustice, and Reunion. Okay, so group two, off the rip, your guys' sexual appeal is most definitely tied into your knowing of yourself and the fact that you enjoy your time alone. So this kind of independent, um fearless streak about you, and also the like power to say no to things and the power to be like and to call people out, and this kind of domineering and also a little bit of an intimidating energy that you possess is something that people really really like. And I'm just hearing that some people initially look at you and think of you as someone who is closed off, and they don't really know how to take you in or to approach you because they have this idea of you that probably isn't anything close to the truth, right? Um, but your sexual appeal is really tied into the way in which you confront issues. Like your sexual appeal is really tied into the fact that you're somebody who is going to call something out when you see it and you're not afraid to speak up about anything. So your bluntness, your and I'm just hearing about the way in which like okay, your word choice and your like how you speak about things and your education level is also something that is very tied into your sexual appeal. So you guys are basically like the definition of somebody who, um for example, like I don't know. Okay, for example, like you know when you guys meet someone and say they're like, I don't know if it's just me, but for example, like for me it's really attractive when somebody can hold a conversation and they have a very high intellect, and it's like they know what they're talking about, and they, know something different from me. So that's what I'm just picking up, is that people are really impressed by your intellect, and they're really impressed by how much knowledge you have accumulated about the most random of topics. And I'm also picking up some type of Gemini energy off of you guys. So you could have Gemini placements in your chart. Um, and you could also have Aquarius placements in your chart, is what I'm picking up as well. And I'm just hearing that people off the rip kind of think that you're somebody who thinks they're better than them, and that also adds to your sexual appeal in a weird way. The fact that people kind of think you're an arrogant person, or might get the idea that you're arrogant, because off rip, I'm just hearing that you guys might not be the most like easily accessible human beings. Like it takes a lot for somebody to break through to you on a personal level. And so, like, people might initially think that you're someone who is arrogant, or thinks that they're too just not on the level, on a higher level than somebody else. And so the idea that people think you have a superiority complex also adds to your sexual and appeal in some like interesting way. And also I'm hearing that your dedication to things, your like unrelenting push to become successful, or your drive to just get to a certain place or help other people, is something that really, really is attractive to people, and it adds to your sexual appeal overall. And like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, for example, like who okay, Angelina Jolie, for example, is somebody who I guess is involved with UNICEF. Okay, don't quote me on that, but she's like, she adopted a lot of kids. She has this like other part to her that is definitely more like humanitarian-esque. And so a lot of people feel as if her total persona changed after, having those wild years. And that's an appeal that hits different, right? And I'm just hearing that, or even the most basic of things. So, people have said, that it's really attractive when they see their significant other involved with like taking care of their baby sister or brother, or watching them with kids, or seeing how they react to taking care of animals, or in that type of arena, right? And that kind of adds to your guys' appeal too, is this humanitarian, I'm a fighter for others. I want to use my knowledge and my pain and trauma to help others. That is also something that people really, really find attractive, and adds to your sexual appeal overall. And the fact that you're somebody who um, has morals also adds to your sexual appeal. So you're someone who has morals, and you're someone who doesn't compromise on your morals, and you're not going to like try to appease anybody as well, which is really, really attractive to a lot of people. It's like you're not trying to appease anyone, and you're not going to sit back and allow anything to go down that you're not okay with. And if you're in a situation that makes you feel uncomfortable, you're not the person that's just going to automatically leave without letting it be known why you're leaving. You're going to let it be known. You're going to call people out, and you're going to take no prisoners, because you don't allow certain things to happen in front of you that aren't, you know, right. So I'm also hearing that is also something. But also the fact that you, like I said, I'm just hearing that you're someone who doesn't appear to be so accessible. And it's also like you're a selective person. You're selective with friends. You're selective with people who you let in your inner circle. You're selective with partners. I'm even hearing that some of you have waited, or will be waiting a while, until you really have a relationship, or until you get back into another relationship. And so you're just like really selective with people in which you let in physically and emotionally and all those things. You place like um a lot on that, and that is also something that adds to your sex appeal, is the fact that you're not settling for less. And that is all I have for you, group 2. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Subscribe to the channel, and check out the Patreon and all of the stuff in the description box, all the goodies. Group 3, we're going to tap into your sexual appeal. King of Wands, Three of Swords, Activation, Synergy, the Mirror, Foundation of Life. Okay, guys, so automatically group three, and it's so awesome doing these pick a card readings because I just love it when the messages just hit me right in the face. And group three, you're probably the group with the most sexual appeal of all the groups. Okay, so you're someone who is just undoubtedly very like sensual. No, I don't even want to say sensual. You're very, because there's a clear difference in my opinion between sensuality and sexuality. And I don't know, like something to really break that down for you guys is if you've ever seen like the movie Call Me by Your Name, right? I would not classify that film as a very sexually explicit film. It was a film about love, and like it was very sensual with, even with the love scenes, right? And so you guys are not giving me sensual. I'm picking up on a very raw sexual energy coming from this deck. And you guys honestly give me like straight from the ground. I am who I am. um I care about how I look. I care about, material stuff. I care about these things. And I'm also hearing that you guys kind of hate it. Like there's this internal battle of like, I love the idea of having a big old home, nice cars, whatever, whatever. But then there's a part of you that's like, but I kind of don't, and I don't want to be that person. But like that part of you that likes those things and likes to dress up and likes to be extra and likes to put on makeup and enjoys all of that extra stuff, that is a part of you that people are very into. And that goes for girls and guys, right? So guys who like to like put on a show and like blow dry their hair or get their eyebrows done, like that is who you are, and that is what fundamentally adds to your sexual appeal. But also when people get to know you and they really get to see that that's a part of you that you're not the most fond of but that you possess, then they kind of also are very intrigued and they fall into that, and they're like, wow, this person is like more complex than I ever thought. Because a lot of people on the surface think because you're someone who really um puts energy into how they look and who cares about those types of things, they think that because you are like that you're not deep and you don't have depth. But at the end of the day, you do. And I'm also hearing that you're something that adds to your sexual appeal, and I hate to say this, but it seems to be like sometimes you might be someone who's into drama, or you're not afraid to get into drama, and you're not afraid to like start a fight, or you're not, and this can be physical and verbal, like you're not afraid of confrontation. And so that kind of willingness to maybe get into problems or start issues where a lot of people would be afraid to is something that adds to your sexual appeal. Like people are like, wow, like dang, like this dude is really about that life. Like he really will fight someone over this, that, and the other. And that adds to your sexual appeal. Now, I'm not here to be the judge of whether that's toxic or not. This is a no judgment zone. I'm just picking up on the messages that I'm getting for y'all. Um, and then I'm also hearing that you're somebody who is incredibly sought after. I'm just picking up on the fact that you're someone who's very physically good looking. I'm just getting that really strongly. Um, and there's like always conflict in your life when you don't want it to be. Um, and I just hear like you might not even know this, right? And I'm hearing that you're probably on the side of not knowing it. Not like group one where like they know and they understand how they can manipulate people and stuff. You're more so like, I just go out, or I'm like this is how I am, and I like to, put stock into how I look and stuff, and that's just who I am. I don't really think about the effect it has on others, but let me tell you something. Others are constantly talking about you. Others are constantly thinking about you. Others are constantly like comparing themselves to you and stuff. And so there's this kind of idolship that goes on concerning you, which also adds to your sex appeal, because there's this image of you that, superficial or not, people are really like interested in and that they like. And so that's something that adds to your sex appeal, is the fact that people feel like they know you, right? They feel like they know who you are. They think they got it all figured out, but at the end of the day they really don't. But the thing is, you're someone who I'm hearing feeds into that, because you like the idea of having an image. You like the idea of people like maybe thinking they know you and not knowing you. You like that. You play in on it. And so I'm just like picking up on that energy as well. Um, and I'm also seeing and hearing something about your body. So some of you might actually take care of your body. It's not only about what you put on your body, it's about what you put in your body. And so I'm just hearing like the fact that you're so health conscious and the fact that you're so like physically into being fit or whatever that it means for you, that also is very attractive, and it also adds immensely to your sexual appeal. And um I don't know if this makes me problematic, because I'm a sun in Aquarius, and what you guys might not be privy to, or maybe you are, because I know so all of my extra astrologists are so smart and into astrology deeply and study this stuff. But what I have observed as an Aquarius is that if you're into the opposite sign, right? No, what I've observed as an Aquarius is that usually you'll find yourself into the opposite sign for things that you actually hate about the opposite sign, right? So I feel like I have a problematic relationship with Leo men, because I actually find it so entertaining, the fact that they're so into themselves, that it's like, because Aquarius is, we're not necessarily like, we're not egoless, right? But we're not so obsessed with how we look. Like, it's not a huge thing for us. But like the fact that Leo men are so into their looks, and this is just the stereotype, right? Which I feel a lot of people fit. Obviously there's different placements and all that jazz, but like traditionally, that is the idea. And so I find it really fun and interesting, and I think that it is a thing of opposites attract. And so, yeah, so the exact thing that people might clown on you for is also what adds to your sexual appeal. And so, yeah, the fact that you guys might be into taking selfies, the fact that you guys are into this, that, and the other is also just like so fun. And so it adds to your overall sexual appeal to others. And that is all I have for you, group 3. Subscribe to the channel and check out the website.